Hey guys, Eric G Around the House Show. You know, this is that roof that we had tackled earlier on this year out at the Cannon Beach project, and I gotta show you what we had to go through to get it there. This was the worst roof I have ever seen, and we'll talk about it here. This one was a project, but now we're ready to go, and we had a lot of help along the way. Let's chat.
It's Around the House. When it comes to remodeling and renovating your home, there is a lot to know, but we've got you covered. This is Around the House.
All right, guys, let me give you a little backstory on this house here. We picked this up in Cannon Beach, Oregon, and it had had a big battle with the city because of, well, all those blue tarps over the last nearly 20 years. So this roof should have been replaced 20 years ago. They kept putting blue tarps over the top of it and over the top of it. Over the top of it. There were 7, 8, 9 layers in places of tarp where they just nailed it down, put another one, and that roof had been leaking inside. And as you can see right here, we have a ton of inside water damage, which was a lot to do. Now, let me tell you what, this was some of the worst roofing I had ever seen. They had 20 years, basically, of neglect. And as you see here, there was not much left of the shingles when you got under the tarps. We had a lot of tear out, a lot of damage, floors were ruined. But you know something? Because it was built at the beach on sand, underneath the bones was nice and dry. So even though there was a lot of damage, we could fix that. Now, when we tore into the roof, that was one of the first things we needed to stop the damage from occurring. So we went up there, ripped off some of the shingles to take a look and see what we had, and we ran up to the home improvement store and grabbed some ice and water shield off the shelf. And yes, that was our first mistake. It was 60 degrees outside, 55 at the coldest, and that junk that we bought would not stick. We ended up pulling it back off and taking it back to the store because guess what? It just didn't stick even on a sunny day in the 50 degrees, which means as we went farther into winter, as we took on this project, it was going to be worse. What was our answer? Grip Rite's Shinglelayment-HT. This is really designed for this type of application. Non-stick, non-woven walking surface with a hot melt butyl. And so you really get that comprehensive protection for moisture infiltration and ice buildup, wind-driven rain, that kind of stuff that you're going to see on a coastal house. Now, here's the big thing with this, and this was the battle. This stuff stuck beautifully in the cold weather, had no issues, followed the directions. It worked out well. It was the exact opposite of the stuff that we picked up at the home improvement store. And I tell you what, that is a name brand that was down there. I'll never use it again. If you're working on a roof project and you want to do it right the first time and not have to redo part of it like we did, check out the Grip Rite Shinglelayment-HT. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you get notified when we bring you new content.